so much for coming and spending your Friday evening with us. My name is Sharon DeArmond. I'm the director here, and I am so thrilled to see all of your faces. I have enjoyed seeing all of your children's faces for the last couple of weeks, and it's been a great start of the year. You know, this meeting only happens one time a year. Only one time a year do we ask you to come and do this. So we've got a lot to tell you. We've got a lot to make sure that you understand. I want to share my heart with you very quickly and just kind of remind you of what and who we are and why we do what we do. This place is special to me, and I hope that it is special to you. CAST stands for Creative Arts School and Theater. Most of all of you know that. But you know, we're not just an art school. We're a community. And so many times when we ask kids, what do you like best about CAST? It is not that I get to, sometimes it is, but it's not always, I get to sing and dance and act. It's, I make great friends here. I have a community. I have a family. And of course that makes me so very happy, because that is exactly what I want for your children. We are a community of people that desire for our children the very best. And we are willing to sacrifice the time and sometimes the finances to make it continue to happen. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more, about what it takes to sustain what we have here. Our goal is to have an environment that is wholesome and loving, encouraging, and Christ-honoring. We are a faith-based community that believes that the Word of God is our ultimate authority. We do not require parents to sign a covenant or a statement of faith, but we do make it clear that God's Word is our manual for operation here at CAST. It takes a lot of effort to create and sustain this type of environment, especially in the climate of our present society. This kind of environment is what you have chosen for your student and why you are here. So I want to encourage you to be a part of helping us keep this place a wholesome, God-honoring place for many years to come. We have to be intentional about everything that we do in order to sustain what we have here. Offering excellent instruction in musical theater, dance, music, and art is obviously of utmost importance here, as well as providing for all of you a family-friendly theater experience. Personally, my biggest desire is to challenge and encourage every student to be their best, to learn to speak with confidence, to grow in their personal disciplines, and become the person God intended them to be for His glory. I want to partner with you, and I use that term a lot because I don't want to be their parents. You are their parents. You got that job. But I want to partner with you as you parent, and as we both work together to lovingly guide our children toward that ultimate goal of being what I was saying, being the person that God has intended them to be. You know, we're so blessed here at CAST that we have the opportunity to teach your 4-year-old and possibly see them all the way through their education until their picture is on that senior wall right there. I just talked to a mom that has her daughter on that senior wall, and it's emotional. It's emotional for her, it's emotional for me, because some of those children I've had for quite a long time. You know, when school started, we had the students, we handed out their name tags, and when we handed their name tags to them, they had to tell us, how long have you been at CAST? And I was reminded how fast time flies. especially when I had intermediate students. These are kids that are 11, 12, 13, some are 14. They were saying to me, I've been at Cass for 10 years. I've been at Cass for 11 years, and I'm like doing the math, and I'm going, is that possible, right? And some of those seniors on that wall have been here for 14 years. If you see up in the corner, there is their young picture. Some of them, we tried to pick their very first class or very first show that they were in. And so some of those pictures are of shows that they were in when they were 4 and 5 years old. So it is so much fun that we get to be a part of that. Let me ask this: how many in here have had children in our program for at least 10 years? Raise your hand. You've had children in the program for at least 10 years. Awesome. 11 years? 12 years? Okay. I know, I was thinking this afternoon of some families that I'm like, if they're there, they've had kids in my program, in our program, for like 16 years, because their youngest is now up on that board. So it is amazing that we get to have that opportunity to be a part of your child's education, and hopefully keep them all the way, whether they're 4 or 5 year old now, whatever age they are, to the point where we can see them up on that board right over there. You know, I don't take that lightly. I'm very honored that I get to be a part of their years of education. And I appreciate the trust that you have in me and you have in my staff as we partner. Again, I use that word, as we partner with you. You know, I'll be honest, especially when I start talking years, it makes me feel very old. And I realized that I graduated from college in 1984. Okay, everybody take a breath. Yeah, and I started teaching the fall of 1984. And I know some of you were not even born then. But I realized that I have enjoyed teaching for 40 years. And I am blessed to be able to keep teaching. And I have here on my notes, I really don't have any real plans for retirement. I probably should start thinking about it, but I am training some amazing teachers, some amazing people that have taken our goals, and have taken what we've created, what God has created, and is helping me to keep that particularly going. So I'm very, very blessed for that. But I know if we are going to keep going, if we are going to continue, and you want this for your children all the way until they are on that wall, then I need you. I need you to be a part of it. I need you to help us make these things happen. You know, the bigger we get, the more there is to do, right? The bigger we get, the more children we have, the more costumes we have, the bigger set that we have. And so, you know, just asking you to make it a priority this year of just being involved with us. It is definitely an encouragement. It is encouragement to me when I see you make that. You know, most of the time around here, we don't necessarily need these amazing, talented individuals. We just need bodies. That's it, right? We just need bodies that are willing to give of their time. We benefit and you benefit. You get to meet like-minded parents that and get to be a part of something special. You know, It's so much fun, and some of you that have done this, it's so much fun to sit in the audience and see something on stage and think, I painted that, you know? I glued that hat together. I measured those children for all of those costumes. And I say that to say, sometimes we think, I don't have the skill to help. But if you can measure something, if you can plug in a hot glue gun, there you go, you know, then you can help us out. It doesn't matter your skill level. Yeah, we'll be telling you a little bit more about that volunteer opportunities, but I just want to emphasize to you how your involvement will help us. Your involvement will help me to keep going. So your child, no matter their age, has the opportunity, again, to be on that wall over there. May I leave a verse with you? And it's every year I really just ask the Lord, what is the verse for this year? Sometimes it's the same as last year, and it's not a special secret thing. It's just, Lord, what is it that we need? This verse was put on my heart this summer when I needed this verse to keep me going. This verse is Romans 11:36. I think it's going to go up on the screen here. For everything comes from him and exists by his power and is intended for his glory. All glory to him forever. Amen. This is a verse probably that you've heard many times before. I think I saw it for the very first time this summer. Probably not, but it meant something to me this summer. This verse means that everything in our lives is from God. Now think about that for some, except, everything, good and bad. Everything exists by his power, and everything is intended for his glory. My prayer is that CAST will continue to point people to the one who created us and the one who holds everything in his hands. Would you pray with me? God, thank you that you hold everything in your hand, that you have created everything for you and by you and through you, that we exist for the purpose of bringing glory to you. And I pray as we continue to encourage our students to be that kind of person, to trust you, I pray that you will just help us continue to be strong and good mentors and good examples of all of that. Thank you for these parents that just cared enough to come tonight to listen and to be a part of what's going on. Thank you for the new parents that are in this room tonight that maybe have no idea what's going on, but I pray that you will bless them, and I pray that tonight will give them the information that they need to move forward. I pray that all of us will be challenged to do our part. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so I'm going to get to introduce you to a lot of really great people. These ladies, I cannot do it without them, and they're going to come up and give you more information as well. This first gal that I'm going to bring up, she's not new to CAST, but she is for sure not new to CAST, but she does hold a new position here at CAST. She is our new Director of Scholarship and Social Media. That's the name, right? No, tell me again.
Corporate sponsorship and social media.
The Director of Corporate Sponsorship
And social media.
and Social Media. Yeah, we worked hard on that title, and I just busted out this. I want to introduce to you, and she's going to introduce herself to you guys, but this is Katrina Bauman. Katrina.
Thank you for that introduction. Good evening. My name is Katrina Bauman, and I am a very proud CAST alumni. I've been with Ms. DeArmond since I was 10, and so as far as years are concerned, I've been with her for 23 years now at this point. And so I am thrilled to be here in this new role and to just share a little bit about our sponsorship program. I remember CAST back when we performed without microphones. And so I attribute my loud voice to Ms. DeArmond and her training me how to project. But anyway, I'm very, very passionate about CAST. That's why I've been around since I graduated, and I'm still here today. I am the oldest of 5 kids, and all of us participated in CAST through the years. And not only did we love it while we participated, but it actually also greatly impacted our future careers. And no, none of us are singing or dancing on stage at the moment. So 2 of my siblings are attorneys. One is a yoga instructor and one is a DJ. And although those are very different career paths, all of them have something in common: public speaking. And CAST gave us those tools so that we can excel in our careers. When my brother was in law school, his colleagues were very impressed with his public speaking. He actually won a few awards for it. And he attributes it to his time in CAST and just being on stage. And so it's so much more, CAST is so much more than an incredible show, even though it is that. Or a good time for your kids, or even the great community, which it is all of those things. I still have very good friends that we all did CAST together. It is also helping your children develop valuable skills that will be used in the future, their careers, whatever they end up doing, whether it's an attorney or a DJ. Public speaking is one of the #1 fears for most people. And so your kids participating in musical theater, you're helping to eliminate one of the greatest fears that most people face. And happens in most careers, even if it's just an interview. This year I have the pleasure of taking on this new role regarding sponsorships, and I'm excited to share with you how you can be a part. I tell you my story, my sibling's story, so you understand why I'm passionate about CAST and ensuring the future of CAST here. We want to keep CAST going not just for your children now, but also for your grandchildren someday. But we have to have funds to have that happen. So sponsorship is key. Last year we raised $32,000 in sponsorships, but we need $70,000 this year. So how can you help? I want to walk you through the tools that we have available on the website for you as a parent to share with local businesses. So when you go to our website, and if you hit, this is our home page, and you hit become a sponsor.
Hold on, swipe up with the ring finger.
Oh, I see it on my end, but I don't see it. Hold on. Oh, that's fine. I think that's. There we go. Okay, now you see what I'm saying. So when you're on the home page, you hit become a sponsor at the top there, and if you see up here there's a toolkit under support. If you click on that, here are just a few things that can allow you to share with local businesses. Whether it's a one-liner here that's just a short description of who we are. This one-sheeter here is something you could hand out to businesses, and just various other things here. But one of the biggest things is that it also has my contact information right here, because the thing that I'm hoping to do this year is to contact those businesses on your behalf. I know it can be intimidating to talk to a local business, but thanks to my amazing musical theater skills, I have no fear of cold calling people. So if you share a contact with me, I will happily call on your behalf and ask them to donate money to this organization. Also, if you go back to the support page, there's also, and you scroll down and hit schedule a meeting, that also takes you to Calendly. And so you can also set up a meeting either for yourself to talk to me or point someone else in this direction. And like I said, if you just have any contacts, send them my way. I'm happy to do the calls for you or the emails. Businesses want to sponsor local nonprofits. And when we remind them of the generation of kids that we're raising up, that's gonna be the future, they're even more excited to jump on board with this, especially when they come see a show and they see just the quality of the production that we're putting on. Because I cannot express to you how much the skills that I gathered from CAST have now come to life in my own personal career along with my siblings. And for any sponsorship that your child is associated with, whether you sent us the lead or you procure it yourself, your child will be honored and associated with that specific sponsorship in the playbills and in front of their peers in class. So they'll get the honor of that association. And if we have any business owners in here that are interested, remember, the sooner you sign up to sponsor with us, then you get the full benefits of the advertisement, which is advertisement at all 4 shows and the playbills on our social media. And actually, a fun thing we're doing this year is for It's a Wonderful Life, since it's going to be portrayed as a radio drama, we're actually going to be making, the kids are going to be making jingles for any sponsors, star level or above. So if you have a business, that's such a fun way for them to create a fun jingle and then actually present it during the show. And so the sooner you do it, then you can get the full access of all the benefits of advertisement this year. As a nonprofit, we'll always be talking about money and that we need it, but you've seen these shows. They're incredible, so well produced, and that costs money. For example, Lion King. We're at USF Theater, and we're limited in our ticket sales to where they can only be $15 a ticket. So even if we sell out the theater, that's still not going to cover the cost of the theater itself. So these are just a few of the examples to show you of how we really do need sponsorships just to continue putting on the shows that we have for this year. The final thing I will leave you again is just a reminder, please send contacts my way. I will happily make those calls for you. Just tell me who your contact is and what the business is, and I will happily do that. And I believe in this program so much that I've been with Ms. Yarman now for 23 years, not only as a student, I've been here as a teacher, I've been social media, I've done a lot of things, because anything they need help with, I'm happy to jump in and assist. But I believe so much in the program, and not only for myself, but also students that I've seen through the years, just to see the things that they learn, the community they gather, it's incredible. And so I want this to continue for years to come, not just for this year, but as I said, years to come in the future. Also, at the front table where you checked in, we have cards that have a QR code that'll take you directly to that page, and it has my email and my cell phone number. So you please, if you will use them, please gather some and feel free to hand them out, take them for yourself, take them to a business. But we'd love to get the word out. And like I said, I hope to hear from many of you with contacts in the future. So at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Yarman. And
thank you. Yay. Thank you so much, Katrina. I am so proud of one of our alumni that is now coming and being a part of us and helping to keep this place going. My whole message to you as well. So yes, Kim, come on up, because I want to introduce you now to all of the staff and teachers that I have here. So staff and teachers, y'all come on up, stand right here. All come on in, all of you. And I'm gonna kind of go down through it. Yes, I'm the executive director here. Kim Perot here is our managing director. Give us a little wave when we call your name. Caroline Ford is the assistant director. Kim Craig is the office assistant. You'll talk to Kim a lot of times when you call the office. Jill Maeda is our show manager. And then you just met Katrina. Who did I miss? No, is it easier to read? Oh, well, that's true. It's all right. But Katrina, you've already met, and she is Director of Social Media and Corporate Sponsors. Got that right. All right. So I want to introduce some of the teachers will be here in the morning because I kind of gave them that option to be able to come. So we have a new music director for our high school, Melissa Rawls, Mrs. Rawls. This is her first year with us, and the kids have fallen in love with her. We have an assistant. Actually, she'll be joining us this coming Monday for the very first time, Christina Hilaire, and she, I'll probably introduce her in just a minute as well because she is our lead teacher in our intermediate program. Also, Teal Gifford, where's Teal? Teal?
Rachel.
Teal, where is Teal? Can y'all go get her? Oh yeah, she was here. Y'all got to be able to see her. And then Rachel, who is probably with her right now, is our teacher's assistant in high school. Our intermediate program, I introduced you to Christina, and we are thrilled. She is new to CAS 2, and we are so thrilled to have her. Rachel Stick, who maybe will be popping in the door any minute. Miss Teal! Miss Teal, can you come right over here, please?
They were doing work.
Yeah.
They were working.
Miss Teal, she just works and makes Rachel work with her too. So that is Rachel Stick, and Rachel is our lead choreographer in our intermediate program. And then Kailani, right here, Kailani Nieta, she is a teacher's assistant working mainly in choreography as well. I'm thrilled that Caroline is alumni, Kailani's an alumni, Rachel is an alumni, so it's very fulfilling to me to now have students that I taught now teach with me. So that's a wonderful thing. And then our elementary program is Miss Jen Heinley is our music teacher to our children. Rachel Stick is the lead choreographer, and Kai is that assistant as well. And then Kimberly teaches our early elementary along with Caroline too. So that program starts when?
September 25th. I can't wait.
So that's all of our early elementary is our 5 and 6 year olds. That's really when they just are getting started. So our other people on staff, the creative arts staff, we have Megan Cuthbertson who teaches art. She is also an alumni. And then also Teal. Teal has a full dance program. Many of you are in here and have dance students. She is amazing, and we are so very blessed to have her. And Rachel assists her in that dance program as well. Caroline teaches stagecraft. That stagecraft class is a required class for when they come into intermediate. They have to take one, how many classes is it? 6?
Yeah, summer is a 4-day class, and then throughout the year is a 6-week class, once a week.
About 12 hours of instruction that they are required to take, and basically it just teaches them to appreciate what they get to be and do on stage because they realize how much work it is, right? And then Rafael Ramirez is our strings teacher here. Again, we are so blessed to have Rafael here. Our production staff, Caroline, she's our production manager. Kevin Hector, warehouse manager. Leslie Vullo. Leslie? Hello, Leslie. That's right. Leslie is our set construction designer and dresser. She's the one that makes it look pretty. Her son Jace is also on that set team. My husband helps sometimes too. That's Chip DeArmond. And then Mike Vullo is also right down here. He does a little bit of everything. So we're like, can you record? Can you video? All that. So I appreciate that. Lincoln Brown, who is a present student, he is also on staff and works downstairs in set construction.
And we have a props mistress.
Oh,
I forgot.
Yes, we have a props mistress back in the back. Yes, Tammy Carr is back there. This is her first year. She's had kids in the program, so we're thrilled to have her. And then Steve Craig also helps us with sound. Let's see who else we have. All of these people are, they are private lessons teachers. If you are interested in private lessons for your kids, you'll find all of these on the website. I will let you notice Bryce Klein. He is brand new to us, but he is a young man that can teach our young men private lessons. So if you're interested in him, look at some of the stuff online. So he is a Cass dad as well. So we're thrilled to have him this year. So that is definitely a new element for us to have a male vocal teacher. And what's next? Oh, she's next? All right, so Jill, come on up. Jill Mayetta is our show manager. I've already introduced her, but she is going to give you all the particulars on each of our shows this year. Take it away, Jill.
You will see the difference between a Cast alumni public speaking and a non-Cast alumni public speaking. Okay, so first I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the team that I mainly work with, which is our costume coordinators, who are hiding in the
Come on.
So high school, I'm not sure if high school are here tonight or they're coming tomorrow morning, but it's Sherry Lynn and Michelle. Are either one of them here? Michelle's here. And then for intermediate, we have Elizabeth and Alicia. And then elementary, both new this year, Becca and Stephanie. And then this year for all of costume is a makeup and hair specific coordinator, which is Mary and Kendra. Kendra's out of town. And then kind of working with the entire team as well as costumes downstairs and everything is Tina. So these are the ones when you get the emails from me saying, please come help. These are the faces that you wanna find. So and Tara Chobley is gonna be helping a lot with the dance stuff too. So
Let's give them a hand.
Because they're just all really jealous of their kids, so they're going to show you their drama skills at the end.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. So first, we are going to do "It's a Wonderful Life," a live radio play for the high school. I keep making sure I say it correctly. That is what they're currently working on. They are casting very soon, correct? So tickets for that go on sale very quickly. October 16th, there's 2 shows, 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. This is at the Center for the Arts at River Ridge, which is attached to River Ridge High School. The students are in both shows. So they will be part of a cast member in one show, and then they will be a choir member in the other show, but they're in both shows all day. Production week for that is actually kind of production days, that's why I put it in little quotes, is just Thursday the 14th, Friday the 15th, and Saturday the 16th. Saturday's the show. So little less, we kind of ease them into the production week thing with the fall show, a little less. But we do have an extended rehearsal, we call it an extended costume rehearsal because they're in full costume and makeup, on 11/4. You see the times, and then the shows, obviously twice that day, and the work day, please come help work on sets, props, anything like that will be October 26th. Those are like 10 to 3-ish time, and it's pizza lunch, and it's really fun and really chill, and yeah, those are fun. Caroline's really fun. Okay, so the next high school show, I'm obviously not going in your order. Next high school show is Newsies. Woo! I know, I'm like, this is like.
I know, they're quiet.
Not a lot of
It's all right.
Okay.
Their children are the drama people. It's okay.
So we're back up at River Ridge, and you'll notice that the days for the show have a little 6 in front of them, a little different. So when finding venues for a group that is bringing an audience of at least, ticket sales are 500 at least per show, plus the just enormity of the set, and then you're talking for elementary over 100 children, plus then staff and crew and everything else. It's not an easy thing, and so the best, honestly, size-wise places are schools. This one, Center for the Arts at River Ridge, which we've been for a couple years now, happens to be an actual arts center that has a wonderful staff that are very knowledgeable and trained. We have looked at other high schools, they would be great. We would run into the same issue with scheduling because we cannot be at the school when school is in session. It doesn't work. They are green rooms where we need to have kind of downtime for the kids and space for them, and home base and everything is classrooms. It's their band rooms and things like that. So just kind of the why behind it, not just we were like, oh, let's just take everybody's first week of summer. It really was, there's honestly no choice. This is what we're doing, or we are just changing the entire school and cutting it in half. So that was really where we were at. So we're up at River Ridge again for this one in June. Tickets go on sale beginning of May. This one is 4 shows, 2 casts. How those 2 casts look will be decided in January-ish. Cast A though will be Thursday, Saturday. Cast B will be Friday, Saturday at 1. Production week begins on the 1st and goes to the 7th. And then the extra rehearsals are there, so you can get those on your calendars. Yes, it's Memorial Day weekend. Okay, so I'm just gonna say yes, I know that. But we'll see you there. So I'll wear red, white, blue. So yeah. And then the work day for that is Saturday, May 17th. So mark your calendar for those. We are excited for Newsies. My now well over 6-foot son was a little less in Newsies last time we did it. So yeah. And Caroline, with Caroline. You're just giving the person I'm going to mention. Okay, so then we are on intermediate, and this is exciting. The Lion King Jr. First time ever. That's right. First time. It's been very exciting in my house because Caroline is she's mine, by the way, and she is one of the teachers. So all summer we've been talking about it and listening and stuff like that. So. Tickets for that will go on sale the 30th, right after Christmas. 4 shows, 2 casts again. So, but I do know which ones these are. We don't know necessarily who's in these classes yet, but at least you can kind of know. So the 4:30 class will be the Thursday night, Saturday night, and then the 6 o'clock class is Friday night, Saturday afternoon. So once you know that, which I think is in 2 weeks, right? Do they know? They find out?
Yes.
2 weeks. You'll know. And then production week is the 27th through the 1st. Your extra rehearsal is Saturday, January 18th. That should not interfere with the thespian this year, because I know we had a really big issue with that for intermediate. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I remember.
oh. So yeah, that was a big deal with it last year, and I think that's the weekend before. So if anybody is part of the thespian group at the school, that doesn't affect it. So yay. And then the parent meeting for these are January 14th, 6:30 or 8. You want to be at those parent meetings, because if you don't, you're not gonna know what's going on. So that's where you learn what their hair is gonna be, what they need under their costume, what times they need to be, what do they need to bring food-wise, all the things. This is our only show this year performed at USF, Theater 1. They're phenomenal. We went there for the first time last year. Super, super amazing place. Just really nice staff. The lobby is incredible. And it's kind of the saving grace as far as the space issue I was talking about, because the backstage there's no backstage that's big enough, to be honest, for us. But the lobby really kind of saves us there. But really neat venue, and we're excited to go back in January. And we don't run into the whole school thing because it's college, and they don't have to use that. Okay, so dancers in Lion King are Jazz 3 and 4 and intermediate ballet. Jazz 3 and 4 will be split into 2 casts. That will happen after casting. Kim will figure out, if they're in the show acting, and then how that all works puzzle-wise as far as when they can dance. Do they dance in the same show, opposite show, all of that, and who's got siblings in what show, and so as soon as we know that information, we'll get it to you. And then intermediate ballet, easy, you're in all 4 shows. So you're there the whole time. Costume dress rehearsal is for dancers will be the week of January 20th. So just know that. And that's done here. And that's just kind of like make sure nothing's crazy. They can dance in them, costumes are all good, pieces, hats are secured, all that. And then parent production meetings, I don't have the times on here yet because we'll determine that once we get a little bit closer. but those are the dates to mark your calendar because that will be what we talk about, specific makeup, hair, types, colors, all that fun stuff. And then the dress rehearsal is the first day the dancers need to be at USF, which is Wednesday the 29th. And then obviously shows. Next, elementary. Yay! Okay, the elementary parents here. Okay, so then we're back at River Ridge High School on the 21st and 22nd. It is spring break. Yay! I know.
The best way to spend spring break.
I know. And it is Casco and Hillsborough this year. You know what? All I gotta do, Casco's a choice. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I mean, at the end of the day, you can, you chose this life. So be here with a smile. But we're not bringing students in until, she knows me. We're not bringing students in until Tuesday. So you have a little bit of time. So I think Hillsborough might be off on that Friday. So you'll get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We don't get the kids till Tuesday. So I'll give you a little bit. But, and then same thing for shows to cast. You can all read and see where your students are as far as what class they're in. Production week, again, will start on Tuesday. And then the extra rehearsal for this group is on Saturday, May 8th. And then parent production meetings, I will have 2 on that day, obviously for both classes, will be March 5th. And the work day with Caroline on March 1st. Okay, and the dancers. Okay, this is where I'm talking about the hundreds of kids in the show. Jazz 1 and 2, pre-dance, combo 1 and 2, ballet 3, and point prep. So we have 5 dance classes, but then jazz 1 and 2 will be split into 2. The one class will be split into Cast A and Cast B. And again, she will work that puzzle out and then let us know. Pre-dance combo 1 and 2, ballet 3, and point prep will each do 2 shows. So if you have a student in that, they will not do all 4 shows. They'll either be Cast A or Cast B. Again, that will all be worked out after casting because most of the kids are in a dance class and an acting class. Parent production meetings are going to be that week of March 3rd. And I didn't put all the dates just because I think it's literally every day that week is a dance class. And then the costume dress rehearsal will be March 10th, and then dress rehearsals is the first day they're called to the actual theater, and that's Thursday, March 20th. And that's me. That's it.
All right. All right, so I'm going to introduce Kim Perot. Most of you know Kim. You know, when I think about us beginning and where we are, Kim and I started CAST in 2008. It was her and I and Ann Stick was also part of that, but that first year was just us. We grabbed Teal that first year and started our program. So Kim's been with us a long time, and I'm very, very thankful for her. Kim's going to give you some important general information.
All right. Thank you. Okay, this is mostly for classroom things. Be on time for every class. Label all personal items. This should be in big bold and flashing at you. Down the hall there, if you go out the dance room door and you look out to the right, that's where Lost and Found is. Right now, it's looking pretty good, but in a week or so, it will be overflowing. So check there. But if there's a name on something, then I can get it back to its owner. But we frequently have to take everything from there and donate it because it's never claimed, which I think is very sad. No flip-flops in class. Wear modest clothing. They're going to be moving, so when you raise your arms and do different things, make sure that things are not being exposed. No gum on CAST campus. And phones can only be used per instructor's request. They can't be having them all the time unless they're asked. No posting rehearsals on social media. Ms. Yarman doesn't like to give out secrets, so. Teachers will discipline your student on an individual basis. We don't have a list of code of ethics and do this and don't do that and do this. If there's an issue, the teachers would deal with your student on an individual basis and with your help. Respect for CAS teachers and CAS property will be expected at all times, kind of hopefully a given. Shoes for rehearsals. We have, you'll notice if you're in the back there, we have one floor covered because it's our dance floor. It's a maple floor, very expensive, and we don't like to have shoes that have been worn outside on that floor. So we ask them to wear jazz shoes during their rehearsal. High school can wear character shoes, or you can wear a shoe that has never been outside. You bring it in your bag, which you can purchase bags right out there, and or like only wear it in the dance room, those shoes. For shows, there could be show specific at the production meetings that Jill talked about. She'll tell you if they need a different type of shoe other than the jazz or character shoe. And again, that protects our floor. If you know you're going to be absent, here's my email and the school phone number. Call or email and let us know. It helps staff know if you had something in particular they were going to do that involved your student. Well, they can't do it that day because they're on vacation with you or whatever. So if you know even ahead of time, I mark it down, you can tell me, or if it happens to be a day of because they're not feeling well, let us know, please. Communication. We have several different ways of communicating. We have two types of texting. You got text messages reminding you about these meetings. That's from the announcement only, I call it, email, or text. You can't reply to that. If you do, I will never see it. But if you get a text from one of these conversational ones, which if you go to our website on any portal, you can join this texting. Jill uses this a lot at showtime. Hey, something changed, or be sure to come to this meeting, or that type of thing. It's a way we can do mass texting, but you can also reply and ask a question or to that. Emails, we do a lot of emails. Please check your emails frequently. If you've not received an email yet at all from CAS, there is something wrong. So come see me and I'll try to figure out what's going on with your email. Because many have gone out already. And if sometimes you might find it in your junk mail, so if you save our email addresses as VIPs or favorites or whatever it is in your provider, then it might help you get your emails a little better. Student portals are on our website. There's one for every level: high school, intermediate, elementary, and dance. Many of you probably, because we have the elementary music on there already, right? So everyone should have had the opportunity to go to them at this point, but there's information, that's where the production schedules will be. There's information about music, and for intermediate right now, it's auditions. So check the portal so that you have information there. I'd also say the calendar has everything that we've talked about date-wise on there too. Weekly email, we send a weekly email Sunday evening, gives you information that is upcoming, sometimes a recap, information, important information, so get in the habit of checking for that on Sundays. Facebook is another way we communicate. There is the DeArmond Cast, which is a group, so parents, you can all join that. Sometimes questions are posted there, or people say, I have this pair of jazz shoes, if anybody needs a pair of jazz shoes, or where did you find your tap shoes, and that type of thing. And at a ticket time, it's like, oh, I bought the wrong date. Who wants to buy these tickets? And so any kind of communication among CAST family, that happens on there. Then we have the CAST page, which is our business page, and that's where we post, like you can't post on there, but we post on there. But follow that page so that we get out there more and tell about our wonderful shows. That's all I have.
Good. So we just have a few more things that we want to, really we're finishing up, but the last part of this is crucially important. I call them the final P's, and it is pray for CAST. That is very important. Yep, it's coming, I think. 4 P's. Pray for CAST. Make CAST a matter of prayer for this year. We need your prayers. whenever you're doing something and you're really asking the Lord to be glorified, I feel like we really come up against some major things. And obviously, Satan doesn't want us to do what we're doing. So I need your prayers. We all need, we covet your prayers. So I appreciate you doing that. I want you to pray that God will supply our financial needs. When we start a school year and I see how much we do budgets, every dollar is budgeted, and we know we're upside down a certain amount. Even if we have this many kids and they have this much tuition, we still have to raise money. And that $70K is what we're looking at this year. We can do it, and sometimes that would be so super overwhelming to me, but I've seen God do amazing things, and I know He can and will do that. The sponsorships will help us do that. I would love for that money not to come out of your pockets, right? You've put enough into this, and I would love for us to have sponsors that would be proud to sponsor a show like what we put on. And I pray that you will continue to pray that CAST will impact lives, that we can make a difference in these children's lives, and pray that CAST will follow God's leadership no matter what. And then the second thing is just plan adequately. We are trying to plan, and that's why we sit down and we've got our schedule all the way through June, because we want to respect you guys, and we want to say if this is something that you need to know, it's on a calendar already. On our website there is a calendar, and I asked 2 or 3 times today, is that calendar up to date? And it is up to date, even with some things that were added today. All the dates that Jill was telling you about is on our CAST website, so let that be your friend, okay? And also the next P is just a positive attitude. Sometimes I know that it is overwhelming. I know, because I get there too. But please, I just ask you to be with us, and let's have a positive attitude when we look at this big job that we have to do. We want to show our children how to handle that kind of thing, and being positive, and we'll figure it out. We can do this. It's gonna be great. When in the next few weeks, they've got auditions. I'm looking at 180 or more intermediate videos right now, and making some decisions. I need you at home saying, it's gonna be okay. Whatever part you get, you're gonna have fun. And I need for you to be positive with your children. And I know you are, but can I just encourage you to do that, so I don't break too many hearts, right? It's hard enough for me to see unhappy kids. But if you help me being positive when you send them in and when you pick them up, and hopefully they'll have a smile on their face both times too. And then the last thing is where we're going to sit for just a few minutes, but that is parental participation. I started the whole night saying I cannot do this without you guys. I cannot do it. Overall, parental participation is crucial for the year. Your involvement, whether it's in costuming or set, helping out for production week, or getting things for the concession stand, or helping with cleanup, the list goes on and on, but it is highly important and highly needed. I want to bring back out our costume ladies. Costume ladies, are y'all ready?
They're ready.
Okay, so the costume ladies have something they want to share with you, and girls, y'all gonna have to be really loud so the video will be able to get you, okay? And so anyway, here we go. Y'all they ready? Yeah. I think one of them's gonna be up here on the microphone.
Alright, so you may think your
Sewing skills aren't great.
And because of that, you hesitate to around that corner to see what we're doing. Hey, look at that, we're just hot gluing. There's bags to stuff and things to hang. You're all welcome, come join our gang. Maybe organizing's your thing. Possibly crafting's what you'll bring. There's many ways you can lend a hand, so go ahead and get that scanned. We thank you for your time today and hope you'll take the time to pray about how you can get involved so every need is met and solved.
To introduce myself again. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm doing the not elementary this year. Actually, I moved up. I'm doing the Lion King show, and it's a huge show. We don't have anything downstairs that we can use, so virtually every costume for this show has to be created brand new this year. I'm gonna need a lot of help. If you can sew, please come see me. If you can't sew, please come see me. There's so much to do, from hot gluing to ironing to just organizing this massive production. So we can find something for you to do, and we don't take ourselves really seriously. We take the job seriously, but we have to have fun or we go crazy. So please just come and be a part of our gang. If you're intimidated, don't worry. You can come talk to me. I won't bite. And am I missing anything?
Oh, the QR.
Oh, we have a QR code. This is just an additional little survey if you're interested in helping with costuming in any way, just to tell us what you like to do, because we want you to have fun when you're helping us out. You can find those, it's on the door in the costume room, which is right across this hall. So hope to see you there.
Or you can take one of these.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. So now I want to introduce you to our people who work downstairs. Caroline, you come on over. What? And Tammy, come on out, Tammy. Just stand beside her. Come on, Leslie. I think they have a song and dance for y'all. Is that correct? No, maybe not.
We didn't know about the poem.
Come on up here. Caroline, come up here. So they can hear you. Y'all come stand with Caroline. She can talk. But these are the guys that really spearhead all the things that go on downstairs. And Caroline, tell us just a little bit about that.
Yeah, so downstairs is where we're building and creating and dressing the set and the props and all things that go into that. Elizabeth just mentioned, but Lion King is going to be a show where costuming and props and set kind of meet all together, which is a big undertaking for all of us, but that's what we do down there, and we run off of volunteers. We run off of donations and you guys giving your time, any time that you have to come. And like costuming said, you don't have to be a builder or an amazing painter or anything like that. If you can use a paintbrush and wash a paintbrush, I will say that, we need you and we can use you. And even if you can't do that, we are just so thankful to have people who are willing to give their time and energy. We get to do a lot of fun stuff down there. And so if you're a creative, if you have good ideas, things that you want to talk to us about, we're open to hearing those things. I came here knowing nothing, and now I'm the production manager down there, which is a little crazy, but you can learn so much just by being with other people, learning from their skills, and the things that they know how to do. And I've learned so much from these ladies. They both started out just as volunteer moms, and now they are on the team, officially on the team. So I'm so blessed by that. And I remember Tammy asking me the first time, my first year here, she was like, what can I help you with? And she helped me like put together some torches or something like that. And from then on, I kept her. So, and now she makes everything cool you see on stage, any prop thing, that's this lady. And then the beautiful set the horses, yes, if you saw Cinderella, there were 5 horses in that show, believe it or not, and she made all 5 of them. So She makes my crazy dreams come true because I don't know how to do them, but she makes them happen. And Leslie the same. She makes those sets look stunning. The painting, she's always down to figure something new out, even if it's a challenge, and she does it beautifully. She is I wouldn't say a perfectionist, but she is a hard worker, and she works until it's right, and we're so blessed by that. So if you guys want to say
I don't.
I don't. Well, just know that if you do volunteer, we won't make you come up here and have to say anything. But we will use you for sure. So anything you want to give us, we will take, and we're so blessed. And we have fun. We goof around, and there's just figuring out. Problem solving is a big part of the job. So yeah, biggest thing. Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so last thing I need you to do is get out your phones. Get out your phones. I'm gonna put a QR code, or somebody is, QR code up on this screen. You're gonna scan that, and it's gonna take you to a volunteer form, parent participation form. So go ahead, hit it, and see if it comes up. Is it coming up? Nice, good. I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and fill that out right now, all right? If you don't fill it out, somebody's gonna be calling you and asking you to fill it out. So now's your time to fill out this form. It will give us all the information we need about you. You get to just put on there what maybe you can or can't do, but it's going to be crucial information for us. So go ahead and be doing that and finish that. What I'm going to ask you to do when you're finished with that, we are finished with our meeting. Caroline and Leslie, they're going to be downstairs. If you want to go downstairs and see our shop, we are kind of right in the middle of some transitions happening, but it will kind of excite you to see our space down there. The costumers are in the costume room, so if you'd like to pop in there and say hi, they're going to be in there, and they would love to show you a few things in there. So as soon as you finish this, we will be done. I just really appreciate all that you've been here and done all this, and I'm just going to give you a few minutes because I want you to sit here and do this until some of you are finished, and then we'll call it a night. Okay?
I did. She wins the prize. There.
Submit already? We got a winner. Submit. Oh, you're finished?
No, I will say, dads, that you're in here, we do have a lot of fun with construction.
That's right.
So I know she said a lot with painting, and she said, but when we have those work days, we have a ton of fun breaking off into groups and building. So if your drills have dust on them, like this is the perfect place to knock that dust off.
There
Right?
you go.
And we even if you don't have a high skill, you have a high skill, it's great. If you don't, we usually work in groups, and we work through all those sets. And those work days are real important. I just want to throw that out that dads, you scan that QR code too.
That's right. We need them. We need you dads for sure. I love to see a dad come and bring their child with them, their son, maybe even their daughter, and they're working right alongside of them, learning how to use a drill and use a screw gun. So all those things are important. I love the education that can take place even when you volunteer. So, all right, how many of you have finished this? Good job. That's great. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Thank you so much. Again, I just want to say thank you for letting us be a part of your child's education. It means a lot to me. This program means a lot to me. It is my heartbeat, really, and I am so very blessed to be able to teach your children. I just pray that God will continue to receive all the glory, and the verse that I mentioned about everything being for Him. We are just praying that God receives the glory for everything that happens this year. So good night, thank you so much. We're here if you want to talk to us or maybe Katrina, any of us, we're here to answer any questions. Thank you.